So our first argument is going to be: should gamers be or work out? Should they exercise? So Dion, we'll start with you as the guest. Give me your opening statement.
So, me being a person who's been a competitive and professional gamer for many moons, I believe that all gamers should exercise and do some form of fitness. It will help you improve your gameplay and make you a better player overall.
Say it helps improve your gameplay. What do you mean by that?
So,
You
I
don't have
know,
a heart attack during.
yeah, right. You don't just pass out.
I feel like no matter how much exercise you do, though, all the Mountain Dew, that's gonna give you the heart attack anyways.
Right? No, the Mountain Dew will get you. Well, what kind of Mountain Dew are we talking about? Because
All
the
of
level.
Code Red.
Every single Mountain Dew.
Well, no, each one of them has a different effect on your body. Like
Doggy style is the only Mountain Dew that's good
it's
for you.
It's a lot of sugar. I'm not gonna work off anyways.
What?
What?
Yeah, Mount and Dew.
That's a bar. Oh,
Yeah, I was confused for a second. I'm like,
I got
what?
you. I got you.
oh man.
Joe dropped a bar right there. Okay, so bad guy.
So I'll say this when it comes to that. So okay, so let me make sure I'm answering this right. So the question is being active while playing games, like working out while playing, like I guess playing games, like
Well, no, should you, as a gamer, should you also
At the
work
same
out? Because
time?
you know,
Okay.
not necessarily at the same time.
He's not
but-
saying we fit.
No, I
right,
know.
right. Gamers are known. So the stereotype is that gamers are fat, neck beards. That's also the stereotype for wrestling fans. But
Yeah, right. They're the same thing.
they're the same.
Okay,
Usually, there's a lot of rollover.
It's that
we're
meme.
Stanky.
It's that Office meme where Pam holds up two pictures and says, "Tell corporate wants you to tell the difference," and it's the same thing.
Yes,
It's the same
But-
picture.
but yes, gamers are known as being, the stereotype is that they're fat, they live in their parents' basement, they don't work out, they smell bad, and all they do is eat pizza and drink Mountain Dew.
Sounds like
And mom
Mountain
wears the
Dew.
meatloaf.
oh yeah, no.
Mom wears the
Now
meatloaf.
I'm gonna.
Yeah,
I'll
mom
say
wears
this.
the meatloaf.
Now it is, it is good and healthy to work out and still play video games. It's good for your health and everything. But I was just trying to make sure, are you saying like, does it give you an advantage? That's why I was asking pretty much. Like, does it give you an advantage playing video games and working out? I think it does not, because I've lost a lot of fat people in my time, and I'm in better shape than them. They whoop my ass in some UFC. But if I see him in real life, I'm fucking them up. But I would say this. Like I said, I'm on the other side. I'm representing the fat people today because there's a reason why I'm doing that today. Like, there's a reason why I'm on the game. I don't want to go out there and get a handoff and run 60 yards. I'd rather play as Derrick Henry and do that. Flick the right stick. That's all I got to do. Like,
the handoff sounds kind of sexy,
Yeah.
so I don't know.
Yeah,
This is kind of sexy.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a handoff. I'm going out there and get a handoff. Yeah.
Wow. That's
what it's
wild.
called. That's what it's
I
called.
know. I get it.
You get
Trying
them
to
all.
do it. Trying to make a joke there, guys. Thanks.
You gotta watch out for him. Mike's over there doing the flea
Yeah.
flicker.
We're in the huddle. He's getting like, wait a minute.
no way.
And I'm to the left. Oh yeah. Say it slower. Wait a minute.
Samoan Joseph, what side are you on and why?
So I didn't know Kenny was gonna go with the side of against, so I'm going for the working out. So
Let's go.
I do personally think you should, because I can definitely tell, like, if you are sitting down playing games all day and you stand up, you just feel exhausted and feel like a piece of shit. But like, if you get up and move around, or if you just fucking see Dion's post where he randomly makes you do push-ups out of nowhere, like that'll get you. He gets me with that all the time.
We do that.
I am sorry. I'm not gonna follow you because I'm not doing any push-ups.
Oh, my heart. You're just gonna break my heart. First
Wait,
time
wait,
on
wait,
the
wait, wait.
podcast.
Here's the thing, I'll follow you and I'll watch you do the push-up.
I'll
There's
follow you
no
on
way
a
for me
Premier
to know.
account, so I just so you can follow.
Wait,
this is
Dion.
not-
So So you mess up in the game, we got to do push-ups? That's not
No,
fair.
no. He'll make like social media posts where it's like, stop what you're doing and do 10 push-ups.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought he was
Like
saying
that.
like, "Oh, I lost the game, guys. Got to do 10 push-ups."
No, fuck
Oh
that.
no,
Like,
I do that too. I do that too. That's
Oh yeah, no,
myself.
fuck you.
Jeez, yo, come on the podcast to get straight violence.
Yeah, I'll be salty if
Telling a
I'm
bunch
watching
of-
you and I'm like, damn, like.
Okay, get better. Come on.
I don't know. I feel kind of like
Getting swole
offended that
'cause
I'm being told to work out. I don't know how I feel about this.
I'm over here getting swole because you messed it up. Like, I'm doing the titty.
I will
flex.
say though, like if you're actually like exercising throughout the day, like you're gonna have more energy to play games longer instead of just fucking sitting down and almost falling asleep from playing nonstop and drinking Mountain Dew.
Because I'm fat, I can't play.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
I will say I have heard.
Where's my
Joe
fucking Doritos?
I have heard Joe multiple times on his exercise bike just squeaking away while he's playing.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Bike.
Dude, I was cranking out 50 miles a day playing Xbox.
50 miles?
He was
Sheesh.
working with his stick. You know what I mean?
My boy.
I literally I have like one of those stationary bikes and I would just park it in front of the TV and I would just sit there and just pedal all day.
Damn, that's crazy. I don't even do that shit. Like,
It doesn't
like
help.
a
I'm
heart
still thick
attack
and I
from-
still got double D's. So
You're gonna have a heart attack from overexertion.
That's crazy.
The one day he was doing it and he didn't warn us or anything.
yeah,
So
they thought I was
all of
having
a sudden,
sex.
all of a sudden we just heard squeak, squeak, like it sounded like a bed.
Oh, I remember that. I was there that day.
Yeah, someone jumping on, someone doing something on the bed, and we're like, "What the fuck is that noise?"
You know what I'm pissed off about is Joe said he was thick with double D's. Like that pissed me off. Like, he just named the perfect girl. He was like, yeah, you know, thick with double D's now. Like, wait a minute.
Listen, this shirt I'm wearing a Master Roshi. He's missing his beard right now because it's sucked up.
oh man.
High five, Mike. Which side are you on and why?
I think everybody should do some sort of physical activity, just because your heart and circulation. But don't ask me. So I guess I'm on doing some sort of workout. So I guess I'm on workout side.
You're on workout side, but don't
Tell
you to
you don't
do
need
it?
to- I don't think you need to like get swole. No offense. I mean, you can get swole if you want. I'm not getting swole. I have too small of a frame for that.
You would look hilarious,
Yeah.
jacked.
So
Yeah,
no double
Mike-
D's on this one?
I actually did
Mike
start
Jack
working.
would
Well, a
look
few years ago,
hilarious.
I was starting to get there, and then I started having heart issues, so I didn't continue.
Did
I
you
said
say
another
hard
thing-
or hard?
Heart issues.
Okay.
Another thing about being swole and
It was
playing
just
the game.
hard mid
Yeah,
exercise.
both.
Yeah, that's
It's hard to
wild.
hold the controller.
It's vibrating on his lap. No, but you no, what's wild is about that being swole and playing the game, like you were saying. If you
I'm not
rage,
trying to break the controller.
your controller's done.
Yeah.
Your controller's done. You're too damn strong.
That's a good point.
You're gonna have roid rage at the
He's
at your Xbox.
break it in half. That's the end of the game right there.
Have
No
you-
more Tetris.
Dion, have you broken any? As the only swole person here,
Yeah.
have you broken any controllers?
My bank account does not allow me to smash controllers at will. So I have to
Not on
stay.
purpose.
Oh no. I get where he's coming from because I've definitely
Gotten to
broke-
the point where I'm going to break it, and I'm like, I don't want
No,
to. I
'cause
can't spend $60
your
on a new
brokenness-
controller.
your brokenness like comes in. Your brokenness comes. You're like, oh, you about to slam. You're like, oh, nah. Like,
I get like the straight pump fake, you know, the Brady fake, and I just like lay it down.
So wait a minute.
You just throw it onto the couch. That's usually my go-to.
Oh,
I'll just
I've
throw it
done that.
onto the couch.
I've thrown
Nah,
it on
nah.
the-
I'm gonna keep it a stack with you because this is funny you said that. The one time, this is what actually stopped me from throwing controllers, is I fucking threw it against my couch and it bounced off and smashed against the wall. like I threw it so, like I was so tight. I in my brain I watched this slow motion hit and I went to go grab it out the air and I couldn't. And that was it. And I was like, never again, bro.
I do two things now. Like when I get angry, like I'll go like this. I'll go and just squeeze it like I do that.
I do the stand and spin.
Or I toss it like I'm about to throw it up and I toss it up and catch it. Like
This, oh my god! This thing is,
I mean that's like what I do to my controller. Like to try not to break it, but I want to, and I like stop myself. Usually, if I get mad, I look to my left, to my invisible camera on the left. And I'm always like,
when you're a PC player, what do you do then? Do you just start like gorilla smashing your keyboard?
The mouse.
Yeah.
You have to put the mouse through the keyboard.
Oh no.
Yeah. Have you ever like pressed the button, like the keys on your keyboard, like super aggressively, like when you're really mad, like that space bar be hitting hard.
Oh, I'd be typing the shit out of stuff at work.
Raging on a laptop is wild. Just
like Jim Carrey and Bruce Almighty. Foreshadowing.
Yes.
That's
weird.
I will say, so I don't know if I told anyone this, but I was at GameStop not too long ago, and there was a kid that was being super ungrateful, and his grandma was there helping him like buy stuff, and he was like, I need this controller, or no. So he went there for, it was like a $10 PlayStation card. He ended up getting that, a headset, and a controller, and and they were cashing out, and the guy at GameStop was like, do you want the warranty for it? And he's like, you're gonna want to get that warranty because I'm gonna smash this shit against the wall. And I was just like, holy fuck! Like hearing a kid say that, I was like, god damn.
I don't think he needs a controller. I think he needs therapy.
Yeah,
I don't. The thing is, we don't plan the rage. Like he planned it.
Yeah, he planned it. He's like, yeah, you want that warranty, Grandma? Because I'm busting this shit.
Here's the thing: he should
needs
not
help.
get swole. He should not get swole.
His grandma's in trouble. His grandma was in trouble.
Wait, was he swole though? What was?
No, he was like, it was like a 10-year-old.
Right.
I mean,
so
he could be a swole 10-year-old.
Yeah, true.
Let
The
him get
GameStop.
big.
It was so funny. The GameStop employee, after they left, he was like, I fucking hate working here. I hate kids.
That's awesome.
He going there and suplex his grandma. It's gonna be bad.
So does that?
What's that show called with the bad kids? They be they be fucking up. They gotta go to jail.
Oh, Teen Moms.
No, I say go to jail.
Oh no.
Oh, Scared Straight.
Scared
Get
straight.
straight. Yeah, that's what's gonna be. I disrespect my grandma. I smoke weed and I run away. I fuck up my controller.
I just want to do hood rat shit with my friends.
My name's Dennis. I'm 10 years old. It's always a Dennis.
And I fuck bitches.
All I do is do drugs. Does anybody have any closing arguments before we wrap up this debate?
That wasn't much of an argument.
No.
It's kind of hard to be against, actually.
Yeah, I can't. Be for
I'm
not
trying.
having some sort of healthy life, like some sort of health lifestyle. If you're not working out, eat some fucking vegetables. That's all I got.
Well, so the reason why I thought
overindulge in vegetables.
Well, the reason why, do you guys know who Imperial Hal is by any chance? He's an Apex pro gamer.
No.
So his position and his stance was that if you're a high level gamer or a professional, you shouldn't work out because it takes away time from you actually practicing. And his statement was that the more time he works out is 2 hours or more less than he gets to practice the actual game. And he says there's no benefit to actually working out because it doesn't help you learn the game.
All about that grind.
Guy. Also, you could make the argument. So I'm obviously going to rule in favor of you should work out.
Yeah.
Because even Kenny, who's technically voting against it, was in agreement. You could make the argument like NASCAR drivers. The longer you're able, if you work out and you increase your stamina, instead of being able to game for, let's say, 6 hours, you may be able to increase your stamina to where you're able to 7 or 8 out, be able to go 8 hours just straight sitting or whatever you're doing by working out, increasing your stamina. Like, yes, I get his argument that that's an hour or two a day that you're losing being able to play the game, but you can make up that time by doing something like somewhere else.
It's a weird argument.
Work out
'cause
while
like,
you're gaming.
You don't want to do 30 minutes to an hour of working out. You don't even need to do a crazy amount of workout. Just do 30
Right.
minutes to an hour. That's all.
You don't
we're
even
asking
have to
for.
work out necessarily every day. You could work out like every other day or like a couple of times a week. Like,
Nah,
like,
fuck
go
that.
for
If you
a
work out
walk
every other
or
day,
something.
you're gonna give up.
No, I'm not even saying working out. I'm saying just be active. Go outside, go on a walk,
Right,
man.
do
Like,
something.
Touch the
Like-
grass.
yeah, exactly. Touch grass.
yes.
Get off
Touch
the damn
grass.
game, sweat.
Right. It doesn't help you. Who cares if you remember or are able to play the game if you're dead at 40? Like,
Might be
like,
younger than that.
doesn't matter.
Right? So,
Sweaty ass dude.
So boo him.
Boo this
Exactly.
man.
Boo this man.
This
collective
professional
boo.
gamer,
You
just
were
out of
here for
curiosity, he
marijuana?
thick or is he like in shape or?
He is real skinny. He's probably like one.
Oh,
he's
that's
like,
why.
Yeah, he's
No,
like
that
the
doesn't
top
count.
Apex streamer. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that doesn't count.
What
His
a piece
opinion-
of shit.
As a skinny man, I could say that doesn't count.
Yeah, it doesn't
Well,
count.
that's what I was saying, but he was in an argument with one of his teammates who has been saying he's working out and how it's helping him. He's like, it doesn't help him, and like it's been this big kind of like blown up thing.
I
in the
could
community.
I could see working out help you in every other aspect of life. Maybe it can with gaming.
Not for
because your
video games, I
dexterity
don't
will be up. Well, your dexterity could be up depending on what you're doing arm wise.
I think maybe. I mean, I don't think being buff
That being
helps
said,
your hand-eye coordination. That's still
right.
like
Your best bet on that is just to play the video games, and you're obviously building muscles in your forearms and stuff like that, which will help.
Fucking jacked fingers.
But yeah, you don't need all that, and I'm not trying to work out for that. I mean, I want endurance and stamina, but not necessarily for video games.
Now the
I
buttons
could-
where
I could-
say then the buttons where say tap X, you gotta keep tapping X. Yeah, you definitely getting that.
Oh, I did that today in fucking Resident Evil 4. 'Cause, yes,
I could definitely see professional gamers being against working out though, because it really is just taking time away from them practicing whatever they're doing.
It's
Right?
not
Yeah,
that
but I can
serious,
see them
though.
being
It's never
against
that
like
serious.
doing a lot of things, like having families, having sex. But speaking of sex,
They're gamers. What are you expecting from them? All right.
Your body and the bodies you're loving deserve nothing but the best. Organic Lovin' is the only adult subscription box that includes eco-friendly body products, from body-safe adult toys to sex-positive books and erotic seminars. Organic Lovin's online store has everything you and your partner or partners could ever need to heat things up. And right now, your friends at T13 Media want to take 10% off of your next order. Just go to organiclovin.com and use promo code T1, THREE, like the sound the bed makes, when you check out. Organic Lovin'. Love organically, purely, deeply, boldly.
okay, and we are back. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do our tournament. The way tournaments work here on Not a Real Court is under Hi-Fi Mike rules. So each person sent me a list of items to put into a tournament. We're gonna randomize them. They'll go head to head until there's one final winner. So this week's tournament is going to be what is the best
Kenny thinks
Jim-
he's full now.
I know.
He is not.
I'll try.
Stop lying to yourself, Kenny.
Hey.
I got
Well,
chicken wings.
Is the best Jim
A
Carrey
bingo wings, not
I
chicken
can't-
wings.
I
Sorry.
actually can't do that. I'm so scared.
Bingo!
is the best Jim Carrey movie.
Let's go. I'm waiting on this one.
Yeah.
So, the contestants, we have The Mask, Ace Ventura Pet Detective, Eternal Sunshine, Me, Myself, and Irene, Liar Liar, The Cable Guy, The Truman Show, Number 23, Series of Unfortunate Events, The Grinch, Bruce Almighty, Batman Forever, Yes Man, Kick-Ass 2, Sonic the Hedgehog, the first one, and then Dumb and Dumber.
Kick Ass 2. What the fuck was he in Kick Ass 2?
He was the
He was the villain in
one
it.
dude.
Oh, no.
The trainer for the kid, like
The one that died within like 5 minutes?
It's outside IMDb.
I mean,
I
he's
thought he
there.
was
think
the
he
I thought
did-
he
I
was
don't
the
think he died
villain.
in
I haven't
5
seen it
minutes.
forever. I thought he was the villain.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen
he's the dude
Kick-Ass
that dies
2
at the
forever.
very beginning.
I don't think so.
No, you're
remember
thinking of
being in it
are you
longer.
thinking of Nicolas Cage? Did Nicolas Cage died in the first
Oh,
one.
Nicolas Cage.
Nick-
Yeah, Nicolas
yeah,
Cage
died in the
was
first one.
Yeah,
He
died in the first
I was
one.
right
That
about
was
the character.
that switch to Kryptonite. That's the
yeah.
I haven't
could've
seen Kick-Ass
sworn-
2 in forever.
I haven't seen it forever either. That's why I'm like trying to remember.
You'll know
I just remember- I
exactly
remember
if he has the
McLovin-
flat top.
McLovin was the villain in the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I'm
was
trying to
he the
I
villain
hate
in the second one
word
too?
colonial.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I think his character carried over
Oh,
in
he
the
did.
second one. I haven't seen the movie in years, so I'm just going off of memory.
I dressed up as Kick-Ass for Halloween for like 8 years straight. But I portrayed fat ass, not Kick-Ass.
Damn.
I will say, I'm a big Jim Carrey fan. I've seen all these, but
Yeah,
Eternal
he
Sunshine.
was a
so
villain.
I can't.
He was a
I
villain.
love Jim. I've watched like 5 of these this week at least.
Yeah.
Oh, I got 2 movies on here that I'm going for
No,
every
he's a
time.
vigilante.
I think some of these are going to be a real nail biter for real.
There's the one on here that I absolutely am totally against. It's on here, so I'll let you know when we
Which
get
one
to
is it? So we know. Which
Oh
one
no, I'll let you know when we get to it.
Okay,
Okay.
so I'm gonna randomize it. So Mike, sing the song.
Every day we shuffle and shuffle and shuffle and shuffle and see, Joe, that's the song.
Okay.
Ooh.
He's still gonna do it wrong next
He's
time
here.
you're not here. So Liar Liar versus Eternal Sunshine.
Oh, this
This is hard because Eternal Sunshine's a great movie, but I have way more fun with Liar Liar.
I didn't call on you yet,
I didn't.
so
I'm talking about it. I didn't pick yet.
Dion.
Jeez, so Eternal Sunshine has like a special spot in my heart for like cinematic overall like quality. So I'm gonna have to go with Eternal Sunshine.
Bad guy.
Going Liar Liar. Never seen Eternal Sunshine? It's the only one I haven't seen in this whole thing, but
Ooh.
Liar Liar is hilarious.
That's the only one I haven't seen either was Eternal Sunshine.
Eternal Sunshine.
Bro, when he got hype and took the guy's wig off and slapped it against the wall, that part kills me every time.
Mike.
I see where this is gonna go, so I'm gonna go Eternal Sunshine.
Joe.
I have to go Liar Liar because I haven't seen Eternal Sunshine.
I'm gonna go.
Eternal
I'm gonna break the
Sunshine's super
tie,
good.
and I'm gonna go with Liar Liar. Eternal Sunshine is one of those movies. Like all I need to do is
So
watch
sad.
it once. I
Yeah.
need to watch it one time, and then it's like, okay, that was a good movie. Liar Liar. I'm gonna watch
Like
like almost
Flatline.
There
every
was a
time.
point.
Every time
in
it's on.
there was a point in the like
Up,
the late,
Joe.
for the late 2000s where I just watched a bunch of like sad drama indie fucking weird movies, and I don't think this is indie, but this.
I'm gonna
is
watch it
definitely
tonight.
on there.
Oh, it has the best sleeper cast of all time.
It's
I might check it out because I
It's
mean
a
I love
good
Jim
movie.
Carrey, so I'm gonna check it
it's
out.
sad. You just know it's sad.
Yeah,
It's got
super
Elijah
sad.
Wood and Mark Ruffalo, so it's
I
obviously
watched this, and
Yeah.
fucking What Dreams May Come like back to back.
Oh, you were sad that week.
Oh,
Like,
I was
you
ice
were-
cream too?
oh, you were
super-
sad.
this is-
Damn.
It was
watching
like,
The Notebook.
it was like 2000. Oh, I'm sure that was in there somewhere. It was like 2000 and fucking 2008, somewhere around there, and I was just.
If you had watched Precious after, that would have been it. That would have been it. That movie's
just
sad as shit for no damn
cut my
reason.
wrist at that point, right?
Yeah, like I was trying to avoid saying that, but
Yeah, wow.
Wow.
I
Next
just
topic.
avoided it.
I mean, we were talking about it.
Anyway,
bad movies that
the
worked for
Cable
this.
Guy versus Ace Ventura, Pet Detective specifically. Joe.
This is hard.
I'm going Cable Guy. I fucking love the Cable Guy, and I watched it last night too to get ready for this.
Oh, damn.
Mike.
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Even though
Kenny.
it's transphobic now.
Yeah, it really is. Ace Ventura: Pet Detective is my favorite movie ever. That is my favorite movie ever. I'm sorry. Like it's like that Friday, and like and Dumb and Dumber. It's in there.
All right.
But
Kenny, do the line. Do the line. If somebody
Which-
tells you to do the line from Ace
with the
Ventura,
Einhorn and Finkel.
Yeah, there it is.
I know if it was that
It was
one.
Einhorn.
That's
Yeah, I'm
that's
about
the
to say-
line.
I always say that and Laces Out.
This is how.
Did he do the talking in the butt in the first?
First
the
one.
first one.
He did in both.
I know he
both.
did in the second one, but I can't remember if he did in both.
Yeah, because remember when he was messing with the guy that does wow thing. I can't think of his name right now. Tone Deaf. Tone Loc.
Don't load.
He was.
Tone
He
Deaf
was.
is a
he was
wild
talking-
name.
He has a wild
Yeah,
rap
yeah.
name.
No, it's a parody. The
makes
guy named
sense.
Tone Deaf makes fun of it, but he was talking and he was in the chair. He's like, and he's like, he was muffled. He was coughing like.
That was that the no. What did he? Where
That was
did
the
Jim
first one
Carrey
for
get
sure. I've seen
famous
it.
on?
I've seen the movie a million times. That's one of the ones I
Was-
know word for word.
Was Ace Ventura what really got him on like in our faces, or was it something before that?
No, it was in
living color. In living color first.
But what made him
and
a
then-
movie star? No, I'm sorry, not.
Yeah.
What made him a movie star?
It was Ace Ventura. Was his
He had
first
he
major
had three
movie.
bangers back to back. He had Ace Ventura, Dumb and Dumber, and The Mask all
Ace
back to
Ventura
back.
was first though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ace
Yeah,
Ventura.
Ace Ventura was first.
That's the question.
Yeah.
Ace Ventura was first. I think Dion.
Well, I mean, I'm hard going for Ace Ventura on this one. That was the power move with the dolphin shit too.
Bruh.
There's the whole underlying story of a dolphin.
Bro, the fact that he locked the door and started sneaking like for no reason, like the window's like 2 feet away from you. What are you sneaking for?
Batman Forever versus Yes Man. Dion.
That's a good one.
Ooh, all right. I'm hyper biased, even though I think Yes Men probably is the better movie. Batman Forever is like my childhood rewatch, like daily. So
That's a
Kenny?
wild move. I'm going Yes Man. It's barely edging it to me. It's barely edging it.
Mike.
Yes Man is good. It has a great cast. Has Zoe Deschanel in it.
But
But we're talking Batman, so we're going Batman.
Joe.
Even though it's one of the worst Batmans.
All right.
Yeah.
This is the movie that I'm 100% against. Fuck Yes Man with a passion. I
Why?
fucking hate that movie.
Why?
So much.
I need to understand why, and I need to understand why you have a horrible opinion.
So here's the thing. Growing up, I had 2 DVDs out in the living room. It was Gran Torino. So my dad would watch that nonstop, and the only thing I had was Yes Man.
That's not the movie's fault.
So in my eyes, I had to watch that shit every single day
you didn't have to watch
for
anything.
years.
No one made
years.
you watch it. You could
So
have just
fuck
sat
that
there and
movie.
twiddled your thumbs. You should be glad that
He got
it
a gum
entertained you.
job. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck saying yes to everything. Yes Day is better than Yes Man. I said it.
That is a weird combination. What was it? Gran Turismo versus
And Torino.
No, not even
Or
Gran
Torino.
Torino. That would have been better.
Turismo.
That would have been better than Gran
Torino
Torino.
versus
Gran Torino, whatever the fucking old guy with dumb
Gran
car.
Torino. Yeah.
Fuck that
versus
movie too.
It's a good movie, but
It's a good
with
movie,
the
but
dad
it-
watching
fuck
it,
that
He's
movie.
super racist. Yeah. it fits.
And wasn't Kiss from a Rose in Batman Forever by Sia? Like
Yes.
one of the most like
Yes.
Yeah.
that
That
one.
movie was that song.
That song is a banger.
And I'm still asking to this day, what the fuck was he talking about in that song?
It's like you're getting kissed by a rose.
You felt what he's talking about. You don't have to know what he's talking
You don't.
about.
What do you mean? It's
He
like
was
being
rambling.
kissed by a rose. Like that song. What do you mean? You don't understand what that song's about?
He was on
It's like if a
cocaine.
rose kissed you.
And then a rose is beautiful, but it also has thorns, so you got to be careful.
Yeah, he was on cocaine.
Oh, shit. But he was also
He
fucking
did
Heidi
get-
Klum, right?
He did get Heidi Klum, even
I'll
though
say-
he was, like he
He's-
went into a vat of acid.
he wins. He had Heidi Klum in the 90s. We're good. Like
You ever had them brownies and it'd be like fresh out and they had the little cracker to them? That's what he looked like.
That's why.
I did not know Seal was British.
Yeah,
Because you didn't know he was burnt. I was like, damn.
He was married to Heidi Klum for 9 years, guys.
yeah, they were together
He's
for a while.
Already beating us in every facet of life.
Well,
I
yeah,
want a brownie now.
we didn't write "Kissed by a Rose," so
That's also true. I don't think he wrote it. I think he just performed it.
or sing it. We didn't do any of that.
I'm gonna find out if he wrote it. So keep going.
Sonic the Hedgehog versus the Truman Show.
I take
Dion.
it back. I got 2 movies I haven't seen. I haven't seen Truman Show either.
Oh my
Ah,
god, that's one of
see,
my favorite fucking movies ever.
I love Sonic the Hedgehog. Like I like his physical comedy in that, and I think he like fits the character so well. But Truman Show is an ultimate class. That's like the classic. Like,
That's the one of the ones I ain't seen.
Yeah.
That's one of the ones
ooh,
Jim Carrey haven't seen.
that's the classic.
Absolute fire.
Kenny?
So, go ahead. All right. So, Kiss from a Rose. Did you know that it was actually in Neverending Story 3 first?
No, because I
Then
don't
they
remember there
re-released
being
it.
a
About Never-Ending
They
Story.
re-released it for Batman.
I
I
didn't
didn't know
realize
there
it
was
was
three of them.
never-ending story 3. I just remember the first
Alright,
one.
I
It
never
was writ-
finished the story, so
It was written. Well, it
'Cause it was
never
never
ends.
ending.
So, it was written by Henry Samuel. So he did not write "Kiss from a Rose." He just
Well,
performed.
Henry
Well,
Samuel's gone.
I don't know who Henry Samuel
Well, he's
is.
a fucking songwriter.
Well, he's not
Okay.
Seal, so
And he wrote "Kiss from a Rose."
it's Seal's
Bad
song
guy.
now.
Oh, for this, I'm going Sonic. I've never seen Truman Show.
How?
If he
What?
was-
No, if you're gonna watch anything tonight, watch that.
Yeah,
I'll check it out because I love Jim Carrey. So it's not like it's hurting me to
Kenny,
watch
I'll
it.
stay up and watch it with you. yeah,
That's
we
such a
move
good
wait,
it.
wait,
movie.
wait.
I actually might watch it for bed.
Is it Sonic 1 or 2? Because Sonic 2 was
the
Oh,
I
first
forgot
one.
there was a 2.
fire.
Dad,
Sonic 2
I
was
honestly was like,
fire.
oh, I was like, oh, did Sonic 2 come out or is it coming out?
I'm not gonna
apparently came
lie.
out.
I had goosebumps on that movie. Off a kids movie, a kids cartoon gave me
Wait.
goosebumps.
Sonic 2 really already came out?
Yes, it
Yeah,
came out like
it's
a
on-
year ago.
It's on Paramount Plus.
Huh.
I was gonna say it's been out for a while.
That shit's probably on YouTube by now.
I
It's been out
watched
so long.
I watched about half
YouTube
of
free with
Sonic.
ads.
I watched about half of Sonic 1. Not because I wasn't enjoying it, just because I didn't feel like
You weren't
going back.
enjoying it.
No, I do this a lot. I'll turn it off and I'll just not have the motivation to go back to things. I half watch a lot.
Go back and
of it.
finish that. Go back and finish it. It's
I
good.
haven't watched
The second,
any
the
of them.
second one is just like so much better. The first one's good, but the second one's just different.
Mike,
Right.
Sonic or Truman Show?
Truman Show. Because it's
And
a-
Joseph.
a bang
Absolutely Truman Show. So
movie.
good.
Such a
I
bang
gotta watch
movie.
Truman Show. I'm the only one that says something.
It's a great movie.
It is a good, really good movie. Kick-Ass
And it
2
makes
versus
you think that for the rest of your life that you may actually be on a television show and everybody's lying to you. So,
That's like
Yeah.
that Black Mirror episode I just watched recently.
if it's a new one, don't tell me because I'm waiting to watch it.
Oh,
I
okay,
just
well,
finished all the Black Mirror
one
today.
episode.
Yeah, no spoilers, please.
they fuck. That's a spoiler. Kick-Ass 2 versus me, myself, and Irene. Joe.
I mean, he's the best cop in all of Rhode Island, so I'm going with me, myself, and Irene.
That's a
And
sad
he's-
story.
And he's got
Me,
3
myself,
black
and
kids.
Irene.
Yeah, I would've said, one of them was Anthony Anderson.
And when he shits on his neighbor's lawn too. Oh my! There's so many fucking things in that movie.
Ramon
It's
is
so funny.
like one breakdown from becoming real life me, myself, and Irene.
Probably. Kenny.
Well, I gotta see something real quick. I gotta see the age difference.
Anyway,
so Jim Carrey 61
okay.
and Anthony Anderson
It's probably like 52 or something like that.
52. So there's a 9-year difference. I don't know. He was playing his kid. It's weird. I just had to make sure I had to see because he was 9 years younger than him.
Well,
Okay,
it's not
so-
his kid.
It's true, but it's still wild. I'm going me, myself, and Irene. I don't remember Kick-Ass 2 like that. I tell you, we were talking about it earlier. I forgot everything that happened in that movie. Me, myself, and Irene was wild.
And Dion.
Yeah, landslide. Me, myself, and Irene. Who's the little person at the beginning who like had the nunchucks and he's beating the shit out of him? Like, once it opened like that, I knew it was ready to be the best.
He's in a lot of stuff.
What's that?
He's in he was in Bad Santa.
You talking about Tony Cox? Because I think it's his name.
Was that his name?
Yeah, I don't know his name. Yeah, I just know he's the black little person.
that was the one
his
that
name-
was
his
in
name's Tony
Friday.
Cox. He was one. He was
Oh,
on
he was a
Friday.
blank man, wasn't he?
Friday.
He was in Blank Man.
Yeah, he was
was
Midget
in
Man.
Yeah, he was. He's probably. He was if it was the '90s or anything like that. He was. If there's a little person,
If it was a black
Color.
little person.
they.
Yeah,
He was
you
getting
gotta be
work.
specific there.
He was getting work.
Like there was 2 little people in Hollywood. There was Dion. Was it Dion Warwick? No. Who's
Are you thinking of Mini Me?
No. Yeah.
that's
what's
Vern
his name?
Troyer.
No, there's another one. Who did Willow?
I knew you talking. I was about to say him. I forget his name. I knew you talking about though. I was going to say Dionne Warwick is an old black lady that be singing. That's what you said. I said who?
Warwick Davis.
Yeah, that's it.
The Grinch versus the series of unfortunate events. So
Ooh.
Dion.
This is easy.
Yeah, that's a snap Grinch. Like
Oh, because his name's Warwick. That's where I got it confused.
Dionne
So I
Warwick,
wasn't
old black lady.
completely wrong. Like I don't feel too shitty about it.
Kenny.
It's the Grinch, bro. Like the fact, as a kid, I used to be crying laughing when he'd be like, "You're an idiot." I'm an idiot. You're an idiot. When Echo was talking back to him.
That movie gets way more hate than it deserves.
That movie's hilarious.
It
It's
is.
not bad.
It's great.
Yeah,
it's
it's pretty
a
good.
lot better than when they try to do Cat in the Hat.
Yeah, Cat in the Hat was awful.
Oof.
They were like, all right, we could do this with Jim Carrey. Let's give a shot to
Well,
Mike
Mike
Myers.
Myers.
And it didn't work out as well.
He
Yeah,
fumbled
he
that
just
bad.
was
But it wasn't
creepy.
Mike
He
Myers'
was
fault.
unnecessarily creepy.
It wasn't Mike Myers' fault. It was honestly, it was the screen. I blame the screenwriters and the director completely.
It was a
on that
weird
movie.
script. He literally yelled out "dirty hoe" mid.
That was
So,
like, where does
Mike,
come
you're going
from?
with the Grinch
Yeah.
and Joe.
Series of unfortunate events.
Really?
Mark, really?
Yeah, it's better than the TV show one for sure too.
Oh yeah, it is. But I don't know. I've seen
Which
series-
I'm
I've
pissed
seen
because I
series-
love Neil Patrick Harris, and I feel like
I
that.
heard that was good, but I don't.
No,
I'll be
I-
honest. I don't care about series of fortune events.
That's all right. Yeah,
I love it. I love
It
those
was-
books growing up. I know you guys don't know how to read, but those books were good.
First
So.
of
Well, I read a lot. I
Not on
I
Juneteenth.
had those books. I just didn't care for them.
Come on, Damone. Come on.
Hey, he got you.
Damn it.
I don't know what he said.
I said not on Juneteenth because he said we can't read.
oh damn.
God
He
damn
said-
it.
Wow.
He said we read 3/5 of the book.
What the fuck?
So we'll write that down. So number 23 versus Bruce Almighty. These movies are wildly different.
Yeah.
Joe.
Yeah.
It really is.
See, this is tough because Bruce Almighty is in our neighborhood, but number
He's in
23 is
Buffalo.
one of my favorite movies,
I
so
just
I
watched
have to
Bruce
go number
Almighty.
23.
I just watched Bruce Almighty this weekend.
I
Mike?
also watched that last night.
Yeah, I just watched it, but I'm going Bruce Almighty because that movie is fantastic. And
That's
it
the
takes
way.
place in Buffalo. It doesn't
I like it.
it doesn't actually look like Buffalo, and it's not actually filmed in Buffalo. But for all intents and purposes, it's Buffalo. So
It
like,
put us on the
I-
map.
I look at I watch it in the especially when they go outside. I'm like, that's not anything
Like
close
Buffalo.
to what it looks like.
Well, there was
Even
that
in
big
the
pothole he
city
stepped in.
parts.
True. That's historic. That's
You're
accurate.
talking right now.
Kenny.
I'm going. These are both fire movies. I'm going Bruce Almighty. Number 23 was really good, but Bruce Almighty is just. There's a lot of quotable lines in there. And the way, and I tell you what, if I ever had rip away clothes, I'm gonna take my clothes off just like he did. He was like,
Dion.
So I actually have never watched 23 because
Oh, it's so good.
I
It's
watched
good.
like a review on it and they're like, "Yo, this movie's ass." So
No, that movie's so good.
guess we're just gonna go with Bruce Almighty.
Okay. I would have
Yeah,
voted
watch
even if
I'm
you
not.
tied
I'm
it,
not
I
mad
would've
at loss
voted
to
for
Bruce Almighty because that Bruce Almighty is really good.
I still think you should watch it.
And
Yeah,
then,
number
I
23
wouldn't,
is
I wouldn't
definitely
go with the
fire.
review online because it's a good movie.
All right.
It's
And
it's definitely interesting seeing him in like a very serious role like that.
I think that was his first serious role like
no,
that.
it wasn't.
No, it was Eternal Sunshine.
Yeah,
was
Eternal
definitely
Sunshine
Oh,
is way
why
serious.
did I
Truman
think
Show's
Eternal
pretty
Sunshine came out later? I
No,
keep
that
thinking
was-
it came out
Eternal
later.
Sunshine's about what's his name, right? The actor. Or am I thinking of a
No,
different?
No,
You're
you think
thinking
Man on the Moon, but Man on the Moon,
I'm
he was
thinking
still
of Man
silly in
Moon,
that.
yeah.
He was playing a comedian in that, so that's why I'm like,
yeah, but he was playing comedian.
but he was still funny. He wasn't really funny in number 23. He wasn't really funny at all.
Yeah, that was
Number
that,
23.
that was like on the edge of being a scary movie.
Yeah, no, for real. I was about to say it was like one jump scare away from being a scary movie.
So this was
Cover
a
alone
banger.
scares the shit out of you.
The Mask versus Dumb and Dumber. Dion.
Sheesh.
Ow.
Oh,
This is finals territory, honestly.
Yeah. Whoever shuffled this should have waited like one more second because that's crazy.
Good going, Mike.
What?
I'm gonna have to go with the Mask on this one because that song that he hit with he was using the maracas. I sang that shit for months without stopping.
They call me Cooper Pete.
Me too.
I'm the king of the rumba beat.
Yeah.
Bad
Points at
guy.
the cop. You know, that's
What's that? Me and my brother do it all the time. He was like, he's the modest guy.
Fortunately, both these movies have bad sequels.
Yeah.
They do. They really do. Dumb and Dumber has 2 bad sequels. So, I mean, my answer is obviously Dumb and Dumber because that's one of my favorite movies ever. It's like there's like low key, like there's like the funny stuff, and there's like low key funny stuff people don't really think about.
Yeah.
Like when the cop tells him to pull over, and he goes, "It's a cardigan, but thanks for noticing." It's like, like little shit like that is like, okay, I see what y'all doing here. But yeah, that movie is hilarious, bro.
Mike,
It's 1,000% The Mask. I mean, they're both fantastic movies. Don't get me wrong, but The Mask, I mean, just one-liner after one-liner, bit after bit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fantastic, and it's a great universe that I don't want to ever go to, but
Sounds
and
awful.
it
great
gave us
to
Cameron
watch.
Diaz.
Ooh.
they give us Cameron.
This
Diaz.
was her at her best. This was her at her best.
And anytime I need a gift to send, you know, when I get a nice picture, you know, I could just send The Mask, when he has the tongue rolling out or turn into a wolf. You know?
Wait.
I was confused. I didn't know where you
I
were
was
going
lost
with that.
there, but no, I see.
No, I knew where he was going with it, but it's wild to get a nude and send a gift back.
Doesn't necessarily have to be a nude. Could just be a nice picture.
Of what, like
Can still be
flowers
on.
or like the
Like-
countdown to Final Fantasy 16 or
Like
Oh,
just a
man.
picture of the sky, the sunset.
I don't know if I want to get Final Fantasy 16, but I also don't know if I want to save the money and get spend half of it to finally get Resident Evil 8 or Resident Evil Village.
you should get Resident Evil 4 when it comes out for the 14th time.
No, I don't. Have I would if I could.
I'm so pissed it got announced again. We'll talk about that on Geek the Cheats. Though.
We did. We already talked about it.
The 14th time?
Yeah, we talked about it last week.
Oh, sorry. I thought it got announced again since then.
Probably.
Probably.
I'm fighting for Dumb and Dumber on this one, bro. I'm fighting for it. That's
Joe?
one of the best movies on here.
Yep, I'm going Dumb and Dumber, and the GIF that I would send would be the one of him with the Slurpee sucking that shit down. But also, they fucking gave that blind kid his parrot with duct tape.
Bro, he said, according to the map, we've only gone 4 inches.
Wait, wasn't this the movie too where he rode on the back of the motorcycle with the one?
Yes.
And then, like,
Yes.
the
And
whole-
they froze. They froze.
So both these matches or movies are great. But I'm gonna go with The Mask. The Mask is the movie that
Oh.
I'm
the
not
movie
mad at
that
it.
I
I'm not
watched
mad
a
at it.
ton as a kid. I probably shouldn't have been watching it as a kid, but I watched it a ton.
It was low key a kids movie. Low key, very very low key.
Liar Liar versus Ace Ventura. Joe.
This is a tough one.
They're all gonna be tough from here on out.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go Ace Ventura.
Mike, if you're still there.
Nope, maybe
Nope.
not.
Kenny.
I'm going Ace Ventura. That is my favorite movie ever. So I'm going with that one.
And Dion.
I'm gonna go with Liar Liar on this one. I love the claw and the courtroom thing. Like the whole show was great.
He was wild and in that elevator with that
I was
girl.
about to say with that lady. He said, "I said, Mama." She was bad as hell too.
She
He
was
fucked
bad
that
as
all
fuck.
up. Her and the one he was representing, she was bad too.
You know, the thing is, he was a bad father.
Oh no, he
Terrible,
was.
yeah.
He was a terrible
He
father.
missed out on his kid's birthday party for some cheeks.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang.
Yeah, he was a terrible parent. So Batman Forever versus Truman Show. Dion.
I'm gonna rock with Truman. I mean, I love Batman Forever, but Truman Show is peak.
Kenny.
I'm only going Batman Forever because I haven't seen Truman Show, but I feel like it's better.
There's
Mike?
no way Batman Forever is better than Truman Show.
Mike,
He go Mike. As soon as he said that.
Oh,
Como está?
this is hard. I was gonna say because Jim Carrey was the main character in Truman Show, I was gonna go with Truman Show, but
he's the main villain.
very much one half of the main villains of Batman Forever, and he was very like large in that movie.
He's the best Riddler.
I was gonna say he low key carried that movie.
He
I
did
don't-
well.
I
Tommy
don't
Lee
probably say
Jones.
he's the best Riddler.
Oh, you're thinking
Right.
of the Batman.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Batman has the
No.
best Riddler, but
Listen,
They're
that
both really
man.
good. I'm gonna
he's
go
the-
with the, I'm gonna
like
go with the Truman Show just because he's the main character.
Joe,
Truman Show. Easy.
Damn.
me, myself, and Irene versus the Grinch. Joe.
This
Yo,
is fire.
Speaking of that, dude, him sucking that girl's tit at the park bench when she's
Oh, I forgot
and
that
he,
even
he
happened.
sneaks
That's
in and
wild.
just oh my god. Oh,
this movie was outlandish, bro. I forgot how wild this shit was.
yeah. I just watched it not too long ago with Arya, and I was like, man, this is like, do I watch this with a kid, right?
No, you
And with fucking Whitey, oh my god.
Yeah, you couldn't make that movie now, Mike.
The Grinch.
Kenny.
This is low key. This is hard. I'm gonna have to go me, myself, and Irene, but I'm edging it. The way he came out fighting was hilarious. He was dodging for no reason.
And Dion.
Yeah, I'm gonna go the Grinch. It's like one of my favorite Christmas movies. Like
Yeah.
It's a good Christmas movie.
These are both really good. This one's tough. This is really tough.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to the Grinch slightly. I quote the audacity, the unmitigated gall all the time. So I'm gonna go with the Grinch there, but it's really really close. Plus, you can watch that one with your kids and not have to worry.
To this day, I still say Shundi Luhu for no reason.
Honestly, that's my favorite version of the Grinch. Like,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
better
Easily.
than all the cartoon ones. Like, it's the best one.
Because Jim Carrey's a cartoon himself. Like, it's just the way he moves.
So, Bruce Almighty versus The Mask. Dion.
Yeah, oddly, I don't even think this is close. I'm going with The Mask.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not close. It's the
Like, I love Bruce Almighty, but the mask is
Mike, you also were voting for The
it's
Mask?
Bruce
Joe?
Almighty.
You're just being a homer there.
Nope.
I'm switching my vote to Bruce Almighty.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. There's always time for one last kiss.
And I'm doing it because of
Well, it
Jen
doesn't really
Aniston.
matter. It doesn't really matter because I'm voting for The Mask.
Let's
So,
go.
There's always time.
Back-to-back.
He gave up his
Jennifer
power
Aniston
for
movies
that.
this weekend.
He did too. Yo, Cameron Diaz had people giving up mask powers just to get that kiss. Like that's crazy. Like,
For real, Jim Carrey did at the end too. He said,
He-
fuck it.
yo,
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective versus The Truman Show. Joe.
Truman Show all day.
Oh,
Best
I gotta
Jim
watch
Carrey
that
movie.
now. If y'all say this is better than Ace Ventura, I gotta go. I gotta watch that tonight then for sure.
Mike.
It's the Truman Show.
Kenny.
I'm going Ace Ventura.
Don't expect slapstick Jim Carrey.
I know, but still,
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's
this
the
is-
movie
this is
itself.
my
It's
favorite-
not
It's-
Jim Carrey. It's
right.
the movie.
It's the
No, I know what I'm
movie-
saying, but this
Jim
is my
Carrey's
favorite
performance-
Jim Carrey movie ever. Like this is like not Jim Carrey, just favorite movie ever.
That's kind of hard to. I mean.
So like, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, this is better. I'm like, this is better. Okay, like I'll check it out.
I think I gotta go with the Ace Ventura Pet Detective when he was doing that dance in the with the what was it, like the skirt? I still send that gift to people. Like,
Right? It was when he put his head down on the bench, the way he slammed his head against the bench.
I don't know.
And he's looking to the camera. He's like,
my argument for Truman Show is there's a Boy Meets World episode that they
Oh my
parody
God.
Truman Show.
Here we
So
fucking go.
that's what did it. That's what did it.
there's no Ace Ventura parody. That's all I'm saying.
That would have been a wild episode of Boy Meets World.
They would have pulled it off. They would have had Eric do it.
Yeah.
Remember when he
Eric's,
got
Eric's
in the beginning when he brought that dog back for the lady? And she pulled his pants on, he said, "Whoa!" He's like swinging.
So, hear me out on this. I'm gonna vote for Ace Ventura to break the
Let's
tie.
fucking go.
Let's get
I'm
it.
gonna say that the Truman Show is probably a better movie, but Ace Ventura is a better role. I enjoy the role that Jim Carrey has in Ace Ventura more. It's
I'll give
more
you that.
like
So you saying it's more memorable?
it's more memorable, yeah.
I don't
Not
know.
that
I
the
think
Truman
about the
Show
fucking
isn't
Truman Show every
but-
goddamn day.
Yeah, Truman
No,
Show. Like
I
you'll
think
watch
about
that
that
shit
movie
and you're
every
gonna be
day.
looking around, Kenny.
That was me with the
Truman Show is
Matrix.
prime.
That was me with the Matrix.
Yeah.
I said,
Oh,
"Look."
you just wait till you watch the Truman Show.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
the
you're
Truman
gonna
Show
think
isn't like super funny, but
no,
it's
not.
right.
It's
it's a good
very
movie,
compelling
but-
story.
I'm
Because
more
Matrix
likely to
great
I'm more likely to
acting.
watch Ace Ventura multiple times than the
Oh,
Truman Show.
I'm stopping whatever. If Ace Ventura is on TV right now and I had to go to work, I'm calling off work. That's how much I
wild.
love Ace Ventura, Pet
That's
Detective.
wild.
You talk like the '90s TVs in the storefront windows. You just like sitting outside on the
just-
curb,
you
just
just
like
walk
I'm here.
Work.
Crisscross, like just looking like.
You just post up there.
Grown
Yeah,
ass
that's my favorite movie ever. Like that.
He's
is
been
right my
standing
favorite
there
movie
for
ever.
2.5 hours. It's just on a loop.
And look, and if it's on loop, I'm gonna keep watching it.
That's great.
So the Grinch versus the Mask, Dion.
This is fire.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the Mask is just too good. It's just hands. This is leagues. Just
Kenny.
Got green versus green.
Green on green violence.
they both did have dogs in them too that were very
Yep.
great accomplices. Like,
Hey, no, for
you know
real.
what I mean?
Like they both were green.
They
They
both
both
had
had
Jim
dogs
Carrey.
that- Yeah, and they both had a villain that took their girl.
sheesh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's the same.
it's the same
The
movie.
same movie.
Oh shit.
What's this Christmas theme?
He said, "When's this Christmas?"
Imagine if the Grinch got the mask.
Oh, it's over for everything. It's over. I'm gonna go. I'm edging the Mask. I'm picking the Mask.
Mike.
It's definitely the Mask. I still say catchphrases from that to this day. I'm realizing the more we do this that how much Jim Carrey's in my life, even when I don't watch Jim Carrey movies.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he was an important part of the
these are my
90s.
favorites.
Important part of the fucking 2000s too. Apparently,
90s and 2000s, yeah.
It's everything for me.
like
It's
still,
for
like
everything for me.
still, he's not even doing much. Like, and I'm like, damn, I think about Jim Carrey multiple times a day.
I just quote half the random shit he says just for no
Right.
reason. I'll be hold me closer, Ed.
But, like,
When
anytime,
you're singing, there's a chance.
anytime, fucking.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
She
when
said 1 in a billion. He said, so you're saying there's a chance? I was saying, that's one way to look at it.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm going the Grinch.
give it a sympathy
The
vote.
sympathy vote.
Mm.
Can't let the
We
Grinch
all
get-
wear masks, metaphorically speaking.
That was deep, Kenny.
It's
Ace
for the mask.
Ventura, Pet Detective versus the Mask. Dion.
Stanley Bub.
God. All right. Before we give the final, I just was thinking about this. Jim Carrey has the sleeper best cast. Like, all of these people are amazing. Like, in every one of these movies, I'm like, how did he just like get paired with all of these humans? Like,
Yeah.
Except he's never done anything with Adam Sandler, has he?
no.
No, because Adam Sandler only does stuff with this one group.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's always got the
I
same
feel
people in
like
his movies.
he's
I feel
gotta
like that would be
friends with
too
those
much.
people too. No, I'm here for it.
It would have
I
been
wanna
like
see it.
it'll probably happen on Anchorman 3
I
when they had
wanna
the fight scene. It'll probably happen then when they do it.
I want to see it, but I kind of want to see it in a serious movie. I don't want to see it in a comedy. I want to see them
That'd
do
be
something more serious.
Wild.
Yeah, they're just final movie. It's just those.
I would love
'Cause
that.
Adam
And then
Sandler killed
Jennifer
it, too.
Aniston could be the love interest. That's it. Let's get this. Let's get this cast.
We're paying for it.
She's steak and smooshed down by Adam Sandler. Like, I do no mooch. I gotta get kissed. Okay, I get it.
I think we can. We just need to pitch it to Adam Sandler. He's got the Netflix deal, right? He can just
Yeah.
slot it in there somewhere.
Is he still with Netflix?
Yeah.
I'm sure he is. They just put out Murder Mystery 2
He had like a 10
with fucking
year deal or something
Jennifer
crazy.
Aniston.
Oh damn.
Yeah. It's sad for me to say this, but I'm gonna say The Mask is definitely better than Pet Detective.
Not
And
that,
that-
definitely.
No, I mean
Not definitely.
Stanley Ipkiss.
definitely.
Like Stanley Ipkiss, you kidding me? You can just put that boy Ipkiss out here in pajamas, robbing people,
Listen.
pulling lips.
Only
He's
two-
different.
only-
Like,
Only 2 people ever have caught a bullet with their teeth, and it's Bruce Leroy, and Ace Ventura. The only 2
The,
people ever done.
I
I already know where you're going, Kenny.
I think
Oh
about
yeah,
the
go ahead, vote for me,
scene-
Ace Ventura. Yeah.
I think about the scene in the park for The Mask when the cops come surround him and
He
he
starts
just
singing?
dances and sings, and just a loop in my head. Like I
Freeze.
don't know what it is. Like
Put your hands up.
I don't know how many times I watched that movie as a kid. I had to have watched it a lot. I had the
I did
VHS.
too. I watched it a ton.
I
I used to be
can't
able to
make-
know it word for word. I don't now. but I
that and
used to.
Tommy Boy.
I don't like that movie. I tried to watch it.
You're-
I do not like that movie.
You're horrible.
That's
my,
fucking
like,
amazing
movie.
movie.
that's my favorite movie. Like,
Tommy Boy's so
I
good.
Tommy
can't. I
Boy's good.
tried. I literally tried. 'Cause I was like, I want to see what everybody's
Fat
talking about.
boy,
I watched it like 2
little
years ago, and I was like, I don't get it. I don't. I don't.
That man in a
It-
little coat.
Fat
Do you not
man.
like what's Chris Farley?
Chris Farley was so good.
that's my favorite
I-
actor.
I think that's
Yeah,
probably
so-
it because I don't like fat people being extra.
Whoa.
to be-
Whoa, whoa.
No, I look,
Dude, I'm fat and I wear 2 extra large.
I'm talking about like the style of comedy where you're just a big guy, just moving around a lot, like Melissa McCarthy, him. I don't think that's funny. I'm just like, okay, like you're just
I
doing
think it's
a lot of-
hilarious.
I think it's
I'm
because
all for
everyone
it.
else after him did what he did.
Yeah.
So like if like you didn't watch him when it was just
when
him,
it,
and
when
you're
it,
like,
yeah, when
I
it just came
would-
out.
Yeah, I just
wish
can't get into it. I try, like I tried to
Now
watch it. And I was
vote
like, I don't like that.
Down
style.
by the river.
if there was one thing. All right, so there's a few things that I wish I could make happen that I want to see. I want to see the original cut of Back to the Future before Eric Stoltz got replaced. Not because I think it's good, but because I really want to see it. The other thing I want to see, and I completely forgot what it was.
I really want to see it, but I don't know what
What
it
were
is.
we talking about?
Chris Farley.
Oh yeah, Chris Farley is Shrek.
Oh,
Yuck.
Because they have
What?
it. It was mostly recorded, and they had it, and they had
Oh.
Chris Farley as Shrek,
I didn't
and
know
then he
that.
died.
Live action?
Yeah, he was he was supposed
No,
to be, he was
it was
supposed to
the
be Shrek.
animated.
Yeah.
They
He's supposed
had
to
it.
be
They
Shrek.
hadn't animated yet. They had the storyboard done, and they had most of his stuff recorded, and he died.
And the weird thing about that
That's
was
another
like,
thing I wish I could have got to see.
when Mike Myers did the role, he did it in his normal voice at first, and then he was like, "Nah, I'm gonna do an accent."
Yeah.
It's like where did that come from? Like you
Chris
just randomly do an
Farley-
accent.
Chris Farley did it in his normal voice. It was completely different. Like you can see some of it on YouTube, and it's wild. Like,
Damn.
R.I.P.
but yeah,
Yeah.
I love Chris Farley. Beverly Hills Ninja. Like
Yeah.
I'm all about Chris Farley.
And I didn't like that one either. What's dude? What's the one big guy? He was in the '80s. Animal House.
Dan Aykroyd.
Belushi. John Belushi.
Yeah, John
that's what I meant to
Belushi.
say.
Yeah, Jim and John Belushi. Yeah, I'm not. He does
John
that shit too,
Belushi
and I
was the
don't
good
like
one.
it.
Jim Belushi's the one that nobody likes, but he's alive.
I liked him in
Wow. Damn.
he did a movie with Tupac called Gang Related, which is very, very
He
good.
was,
I'm gonna probably recommend that later.
Jim was that was.
Have you ever seen The Principal, Kenny? We gotta put that on the Hood movie review list. It's not
The
a good
Principal?
movie. The Principal, yeah. It's
Oh,
Jim Belushi.
it don't matter if it's good or bad. It just has to be a hood
Yeah.
movie. It'll be a hood
So-
movie.
So the premise is it's Jim Belushi as he is a teacher, or I think he's a principal or like an assistant principal at like a really rich school, but he's like an alcoholic or whatever. So he gets in trouble, and they
He's
send him
funny.
to a hood ass school, and they make
This
him
is Mighty Ducks.
They-
Mighty Ducks.
they send him to a very hood
Oh yeah.
school, and they make him the principal of that school, and he has to clean up the school and like get the kids to like want to learn, and like he ends up like at one point he ends up like fighting one of the gangsters, and like
I was gonna say,
it
why
turns
is
into an
every-
action movie.
Who
Every
was it?
teacher that has to go to the hood, it's always the same.
It's the
shit
white
every
it's the
time.
white savior thing.
Do they
What's the
teach him a
one-
dance? Do they teach him a dance? They has to figure out. He's like, oh shit! And they like rock
no,
with
I
it.
don't remember them teaching him a dance.
And does he get the
Actually,
respect
they
by,
might. They probably do.
does he get the respect by saying a current hip hop song?
He gets their
Everyone-
respect after a while. Like at first they hate him,
Hands
of
in the
course.
air if you're a true player.
What
Everyone-
we're gonna do is Sister Act a hood movie?
Oh,
I don't think
Sister
so.
Act 2, you can make an argument for.
Sister Act 2 is the better one. I'm gonna say that. Me and
It is
Nick
the
talk
better
about that all the time. It's the better movie.
It is the better movie.
When that little kid hit
I'm
that note-
semi excited for Sister Act 3.
I'm not excited
What?
about that at all.
thing?
I don't even know what the fuck Sister Act is.
I also watched Sister Act 2 a lot. I had that.
Joe, you got
VHS
movie to watch.
growing up.
it's got a ton of movies. There's now 1,000 movies you have to watch with all
He's
the
gonna watch them
Jim
all.
Carrey
tomorrow.
movies and
See, here's the thing. You guys tell me
You'll
to watch
never-
these movies, and I literally have them all watched by the following business day.
Yes,
No,
because
he does. I
He
will
really
give that.
does.
Even
Even-
Flatliners.
Even the one I told you not to watch.
You told me to watch Flatliners.
No, I
That
told
was
you
your
to watch the
recommendation. That was
first-
fucking
okay,
garbage.
I recommended the first one. The second one
Yeah,
I
the
The
warned
first
you
one
I
was
never
just as
saw.
bad. It was
Second one.
trash.
It wasn't that bad.
Oh man,
Simone, if I had to rate it
find
between a -100 and a 10, I would go with -100.
Anyway, Mike, Ace Ventura or The Mask?
oh shit, I thought we finished this.
No.
The Mask.
And Joseph.
Ace Ventura.
Fuck you.
Go. Let's go. It's fighting. Look, if it lose, I don't care as long as it's fighting.
I'm gonna go with The Mask because it's the one I watched more, and I have the nostalgia with The Mask. Both are great movies. Don't get me wrong. Well, no, I would say Ace Ventura has a good sequel. The Mask does not because Jamie Kennedy, and I like Jamie
Yes,
Kennedy,
I'm the
but he
Mask.
shouldn't have been in that movie.
No, Jamie Kennedy. All right, so Jamie Kennedy's good, and I like Jamie Kennedy. I remember the Jamie Kennedy experiment.
He was on a run. He was on a run before that
Um,
movie. He was on a run.
yeah.
Scream 1 is great.
Malibu's Most Wanted is great.
Malibu's Most Wanted is
Malibu's
great.
Most Wanted
in
is
a
great.
in a box.
But everything else. Oh, and Rollin' with Saget is a great song.
And what's the one when he's breakdancing when he hit his head and he like woke up and it was like 20 years later and he's like
I
he's
have
still
no
breakdancing.
idea, but I want to know now.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Watch that.
Yeah, he's like a breakdancer from like back in the 80s, and then he has an accident where he hits his head, like he's like a little kid. he
Wait,
hits his
who's
head.
the actor?
It's Jamie Kennedy.
I don't remember.
I think it's called like
Yeah,
Kicking It
reference
Old
at
School
all.
or something like that.
I think it is
that's
Kicking It
right,
Old
yeah.
Now you're starting to. Yes.
Yeah, he was
That sounds
breakdancing,
right.
hit his head, and then he
Yep,
has
it
to
is Kicking It Old School. Yep.
Kicking It Old
He
School.
comes
It's
out with
him
the
and-
parachute pants and everything.
Yeah, it's him and Joanna
Yeah.
Man. They're both
Yep.
good. That movie's
I've never
hilarious.
seen that one.
Go, watch that. That one's
Joanna
funny.
Man?
No, I've seen Joanna Man.
Oh,
I've never
oh
seen
my
Oh my
Kicking
god,
It
you
Old
almost
School.
gave me a panic attack, man. I was like, holy shit.
Kicking It Old School's on Tubi.
Watching it tonight.
Hey. Who's been stepping it up lately with some movies?
So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do recommendations. So each person is going to recommend something. It could be a book, a movie. A mook. It could be a mook. That's what we call books or books that get adapted into a movie, they're mooks.
That sounds like a racial slur. Like,
Yeah, I was like, don't say that. It's very close.
you muck. Muck. That sounds like a Godfather.
Fuck out of here,
movie.
you
Get
muck.
outta here, you muck.
sounds like
Joe,
a
you
movie.
can't say that.
He's a mashugana. He's a muck.
On today of all days.
Today of all days. So you can recommend any book, movie, video game, whatever you want to recommend, except for your own stuff, because we're gonna do that right after. So, bad guy, start us off.
All right, I'm gonna use this is the first time I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna use my recommendation to hate. I'm gonna say do not recommend this. Fuck this movie.
Flatliners.
And it is Charlie's Angels, the new one. That shit sucks. I tried to watch it.
There was a new
I
one?
was pissed. The one with the one to play Jasmine. It's Jasmine, the one from Resident Evil, the one chick from Resident Evil, and I forget the other
Which
girl's
Resident
name.
Evil?
The TV show. That terrible TV show.
Which
when
one?
the TV show that dropped on Netflix like a year ago.
Yeah, there's just one. There's that, then they have Infinite Darkness, but that's CGI.
Oh, I don't know. It has him and the guy that died recently that was on John Wick.
Wasn't there 2 TV shows?
I just know about the one, and it was ass. Like I was
There
pissed.
just-
I
there
watched
was a-
3
but
episodes.
there
I
was
was ready
like
to fight somebody.
4 different Resident Evil things that came out, and they all sucked.
I think Resident Evil cannot make good adaptations.
All right, so here's
besides
the
the
thing.
first Resident Evil, the very, very first Resident Evil movie was the only one I liked.
Casting
it's so much
aside,
different.
I thought the new Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City was actually really fun. And it
I
had
haven't seen
Easter eggs, and it was super. I liked it. The casting was terrible, but that's about the only thing I have to complain about.
Isn't that a major thing?
No, because I still enjoyed it.
hate the people in this movie.
No. They miscast. No. The cast was good as far as acting. They miscast characters. So Leon was not even close to what Leon looks like. They
like this is a
they got the
major
guy
thing.
from fucking with that one Nickelodeon show.
It was like when
with,
they
with,
got,
with Victoria Justice in it.
iCarly.
No, the other one.
Couple Victorious.
Victoria?
Yeah, Victorious. It was the kid. It was the dude with the long hair. Beck. He played Beck.
I never watched Victoria.
I watched the shit out of Victorious.
I didn't watch the shit out of Victoria. I watched parts of Victoria.
I came in on random episodes.
Yeah, that's pretty much
I
what
would
it was.
watch it because
It
I had an
wasn't-
ex-girlfriend that would have it on, and then after that, I watched enough of it that I could just have it on in the background.
I know you see.
I watched.
Songs are bangers. I don't
I
even
watched-
care.
I watched iCarly unironically.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
never, couldn't get into that. Drake and Josh though.
Yeah, Drake.
well, yeah. If you could watch Drake and Josh, you can watch-
Josh is better.
you can. There, it's not a far jump to iCarly and Victorious.
Ned's
Yeah, they're very
Disclassified.
similar.
Yeah, I
That's
watched
class.
those two.
Yeah, that's
the
fire.
Classified. They have a podcast now, and I haven't listened to it yet.
Abby said she's been listening to it and she really likes it.
Is it good? I
that's
gotta
not my
add a new
recommendation,
one
though.
to my rotation because things are ending, but I don't know if I want to listen to more famous people talk about famous things.
I know, right?
That's a
They're like, "Oh my god, my
problem.
house is just so big."
Are they
Right?
really?
Oh my god, my
famous?
life is so terrible. Let me go take a 6 fucking week.
So there's
vacation.
one thing, like I love Dax Shepard's podcast, but he always talks about how he's afraid to run out of money, but then he always talks about how many different Porsches he's buying and stuff, and I'm just like, oh, yeah,
That's why you're gonna run out of money, Dax. Fucking sell the Porsches.
Dion.
So my recommendation is you do 10 squats if you're listening to this podcast.
Fuck. I'm not doing them right now, but I'll do them.
I'm not currently.
Kenny,
I'm
not
on
in the
this
gray
podcast.
sweatpants, Kenny.
Why is it gray sweatpants? They gotta
Oh,
pay
God.
extra for that. It's an extra charge.
You can't put it on YouTube now.
I should have did that. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm traumatized.
Yeah, that was wild.
I said, all I got is
That-
dick and
that-
potato
that's my
wedges. I'm all left potato wedges.
Joe.
I got 2 recommendations. One's gonna be this new water bottle I got. It's from Circle, but you can like add flavor into it and adjust how much flavor you want, and you can go straight from water to something flavored, and it's fucking the bomb. And the other thing I recommend is that when you go to get in the pool, just get in. Don't sit there and fiddle around with yourself and wait to go underwater and count yourself down. Just fucking go underwater and get it over with.
No, I
jump
count
in.
myself that
Make
way.
sure you
I
come
can't do
back up,
that
but go
because
down.
the water feels like knives through my body. So no, thank you.
Sticking my little toes in here. My little toes.
I'm gonna wait. I've got to wait in until once I'm balls
Acclimated.
deep and I get acclimated, then I'm good.
Yeah,
Balls,
I-
balls touch.
In my pool, it literally gets to the point where it's like it's grazing the bottom of my nutsack, and it's just like it's so hard to go down the next step.
Yeah, then it's hard, right? Exactly. See, that's what I'm saying. They're like, oh, balls deep. That's exactly what the fuck I'm saying, guys. We all have testicles here.
Mike,
I'm gonna recommend We Are the Millers, the movie. We Are
Fire.
the Millers.
That's
Fire.
Such a good movie.
Yeah.
Rewatched it with my girlfriend over the weekend.
Fire.
It's so funny.
I think I
So
just
I'm-
watched it the other day.
I'm
too.
gonna recommend The Blackening.
Fire.
I watched it with Joe over the weekend.
I'm gonna watch that.
It was really funny. It also had some like social commentary that was good. So it was a good movie. I'd watch it again. Definitely watch it again. It's a horror comedy. So it wasn't even really scary.
No.
There were a couple jump scares, but like nothing crazy.
It was like a Scream movie, but
Yeah.
a comedy.
Yeah.
Scream are already pretty comedy.
No, not as much comedy as The Blackening.
So more scary movie than Scream.
Yeah, it was kind of like it was kind of like scary movie, but not like as much like
Not so
slapstick. Yeah, not so slapstick. No.
Got it.
Right. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do plugs. So we'll start with you, Dion. Tell the people where they can find you.
I have another
Alright.
recommendation.
Yeah, you can find me on all platforms under Active Gamer Fitness, and also if you're an anime fan as well, under Dos Yonkos, DOSYONKOS, do all types of anime talks, and it's a part of my lifestyle as well. So you can find me. I'm branded pretty much everywhere with Active Gamer Fitness or Dos Yonkos.
And thanks for coming on. Bad guy.
You can catch me on all social medias at Bad Guys Spoken. You can catch the Bad Guys Spoken podcast on YouTube's, where you can also see the football podcast Unbiased. And you can check out my new show on YouTube as well called Hood Movie Review, where we review your favorite hood movies and your not so favorite hood movies. We review all of them.
Joseph.
You can catch me on Not a Real Court, which you're watching right now or listening to. Geek in the Sheets every other Thursday. Well, we don't release it on Thursday, but we record it on Thursday. So I think it's Saturdays that it comes out.
It comes out Saturday.
We got a good one coming this week, though. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. And then I was just on Hood Movie Review for Blank Man. So make sure you keep an eye out for that because that movie's fucking fire.
And I be tweeting and TikTok, and you can follow me on both whenever I feel like doing it. At DumbMoney213. That's DAMONEYT, the number 1, the number 3. And Michael.
I had
Michael,
one
ugh,
recommendation,
I hate
and then I
that.
completely forgot what it was because I was listening to everybody's plugs. So I'll try to remember for next time.
Mike was trying to figure out how to get in contact with us.
I really wish I would remember right after we get off. I'm like, shit. All right, so you can find me on Twitter, hi-fi_Mike, where I sometimes tweet at Boy Meets World Fever. And you can find all the
Kelly.
shows on the T13 Media Network on our website at t13media.com. Rate and review us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Yes, go listen to Geek in the Sheets. Go listen to Book It. This week, I'm pretty excited to hear Travis's booking.
Well, you're not. So
Oh,
Yeah, he's
are we
doing
not
next
doing it
week.
this week?
do it next week.
God damn it. I was really excited. What are we doing this week? Anyways,
I don't fucking know.
That's it. That's our show.
The golden rule, 5
Five,
or
fuck
fuck off. But that's been this session of Not a Real Court, and
Close the
court
outro.
is adjourned.
Hey guys, thanks again for watching another episode of Not a Real Court. If you ever want to watch us live, you can catch us Mondays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook page. If not, you can catch the video when it drops on Thursday on YouTube, or you can find us on any platforms where you listen to your podcasts.